All right, so we are now on our next carving. The carving title, working title, is just lions. So whenever I refer to lions, you'll know that I'm working on this. So, um, taking the outline, which is really just a photograph, um, it's a family of lions, as you can tell. And I think you've seen this a couple times in the past. But for the most part, I just took this and I overlaid it onto the wood. And then I used a steel nib here. It's got just a metal nib on the end. And I taped it to the wood. And then I went over every major line. For the most part, it looks pretty simple. Well, maybe not simple, but it looks pretty clear what needs to be done. There are three main parts: the male lion, the female lion, and the baby lion. And separating them doesn't look too difficult when you're looking at the photograph, sketch, drawing, or what have you. However, it looks completely different when you look at it on the wood. Does it not? So, for the most part, what I've done here is I've made some separation lines. And these separation lines are as such. Up here, it's the hair of the lion, of the male lion. And as you know, a male lion has a lot longer, lusher hair than any of the other lions. So, this has to be represented. So, by cutting up here, it leaves me enough room to work with the hair. It could be very, one or two strands up here, but it'll be thousands of strands down here. So I have to leave all of this wood in place so that when I do create the ones and twos around here, you can still see the back of the female lion's body through the hair. So it has to stay put. That's one separation line from the wood. The other separation line from the wood is the female lion's left ear. This left ear superimposes over the top of the male lion's face. So I could cut from here down to here, then around this ear, and then around his snout and jawline here. And then down from here, I could go a little further and go down here to here. What this part is here, it's a little harder to tell. First of all, let's go with the head. So the female lion head, we can cut her up around the ear, around the jawline, down to the snout, and over across to the nose. This area right here is her left leg coming forward. It's hard to tell because you have the hair of the male lion in front of it, but you do have the other side of her leg here. So it will be apparent once I start making depth adjustments. So from the get-go, and of course we can separate the baby lion as well. So from the get-go, what I'll probably do is I'll do a separation of a couple different areas. This is his right paw. This is his left paw. So by cutting a line here down to here, and then cutting from here over to here, I can make a separation of these two pieces. Now, once I've done that, this is certainly the furthest forward part of this carving. The next part that's furthest forward will be some of this hair, which I won't worry about for now. The baby lion is very much next, so I can separate the baby lion. Then this foot, her left foot. Then looks like I'm going to be separating his head down to here, and then around the jaw, probably to around here somewhere. And what that will do for me is it will accentuate depths for me. This is his neck region, but it's going into hair. So hair can be a little bit weird, but you can watch me all along the way as I work it out. So for the most part, we have 2 legs up front with a paw. We have her left leg, the baby, his head region from here around. We won't cut any of this for a while because there's a lot of hair in here. Then we'll cut out her jaw and head region, including this ear. And then we can cut back this line around, removing a lot of this. I'll probably put a tree in here. And then we'll get the side of her right body here. So there we go. I'll start with that.